Um, Welcome to our wonderful time to be together. We're talking about Machu Picchu, but we're not talking about Machu Picchu. We're talking about you having a chance to rejuvenate yourself. Does that sound good to you? To get to a place where you get fed on every level, that you really feel like, oh my God, I can stop. So I actually get fed, but you're in these vortexes of energy and we're going to use them. That's the best thing. It's not like you can go on any trip, to Machu Picchu and these places. You can go there. They'll take you out, they'll drag you out, they'll show you, they'll tell you the archaeology of the whole place. It's interesting. But to sit in these places and absorb the energy and do meditations and rituals so that you really collect and gather that energy so that you come back juicy, transformed, and with downloads for the next phase of your life that you go, I really know where I'm supposed to be putting my energy. I understand how to act with this person. I can come back and feed my family because I'm not starving and overwhelmed. Nothing like a little overwhelmed to make you feel starving, right? It's like if you ever notice when you're really tired, you tend to overeat. We don't overact. We just don't want to do anything. We want to eat something to give us energy. The caffeine, the sugar, the food. So when you're down there, everything is really simple and profound. I love the word profound. It means to find your pro. And that's what it's about down there. It's like really finding the pro of you. We go to these places, these vortexes of energy. I mean, Marai has 3 spirals, right? You have to walk down into them. And once you're down into them, you cannot help but feeling like you're sitting in this place that's channeling this energy down really deep into you. And the great thing is, too, everything is taken care of for you. It's like an all-inclusive, vast retreat, right? It's all-inclusive, not like these all-inclusive, resorts that you get to eat everything and you can choose all these things to do every day, but all-inclusive in that your transportation is included, the guide is included, the meditations and the rituals and the places are included. We'll get to do yoga, not every day, but some days. Plus, we have fun. You're going to get to shop, but you're going to get to shop in these really amazing places where these people are creating exactly what it is that you're buying there. So you're feeding the culture back. You're giving back to the culture while you're getting enculturated with the energy that you so desperately need. So if you're feeling depleted, you're feeling overwhelmed, you're feeling like you are in a transition and you need clarity, this trip is for you. Okay, not only is it Machu Picchu and Morai and Tikkun and the Amazon, I'm so excited, but it's really about what all these places will give you, the energetics and the beauty and the yumminess of what you're going to get back by going there. So this is really the last call to say, are you going to join me on this amazing voyage? It's really kind of like going into outer space because the energy there, when you get into the sacred valley, you're just kind of like, oh my goodness, you can't help but feel it. Everybody kept telling me, oh, my favorite place was the Sacred Valley before I went. I'm like, where is the Sacred Valley? I couldn't find Machu Picchu or something on a map. It's a whole valley that is in between these 2 mountains, right? And it sits there and it's pristine and beautiful. And the pace that everything moves at there is like this, as opposed to like this or like this. It's rolling, and it rolls you into it so that you feel rejuvenated and uplifted and seen, but seen by this divine energy that's there. It's, what can I say? You got to experience it. Plus, you get to be with me for 10 days, and I will share with you all along all the vast things that I know of how to keep your life together and energized and amazing. We get to spend 10 days together. And then we go to the Amazon. Oh my God, I'm looking so forward to that. I haven't done that before. I've been down to Peru and Machu Picchu in this whole journey twice before, but we've gone to Lake Titicaca. So the jungle is like incredible, but it's a give. Okay. We go there, we get rejuvenated by the vegetation and the birds and the vastness and it's one of the places that oxygenates the earth, not just Peru, the earth. So you get to be in this place before it's completely contaminated or taken down. Oh, and the best thing, when we pay for these things, which you will have already paid once you pay for the trip, it goes back to them encouraging them to keep this jungle intact so that others can appreciate this, so the whole planet can thrive because of it. So it's really a give back. It's a give back, and you get given too. Energetically, this trip is like completely profound. And as I've said before, we have the best guide because he gets us. He gets who we are, he gets what we're looking for, what we want, and he makes sure that we have enough time at these places. We're not rushed. We don't have to go in and go out. Get to see this? Okay, bye-bye. I had friends that went down, on another trip, and they were like, oh my God, it was terrible. We got to these places and we were like there for 20 minutes and we had to leave because we were on a schedule. We're not. We have a couple of things that we do every day, and we've got hours and hours to do them. So I say, if you're really thinking about going to Machu Picchu, not thinking about it, but it's calling to you. If Machu Picchu is calling to you, if South America is calling to you, if these sacred places are calling to you, if your life is calling for you to do something right now differently so that you can get rejuvenated and fed, so that you can keep going and keep going in a better way, a different way, a more juicy and alive way, so that you can be that light that you see in others. People tell me all the time, you are the light. Do you know that that's what my name means? It means the one who takes you out of darkness into light. So if you want more light, more life, more energy, more capacity to see where you need to be going in the future, if you're in a place where you feel like a transition, you need to change a job, a career, how to shift your relationship, if you need to attract something really big in your life, come on this trip. I will tell you, it will happen for you. People have miraculous experiences. If you look at my site, you go to gurutej.com and you go over to events and you go down to Machu Picchu and you see this beautiful picture that happened on our last trip. And read the story, because she didn't see that pink light. She did not see that pink light coming into me when she took the picture. But we have so many just phenomenal experiences, meditating places and sharing about what happened. But just the scenery alone can just take you completely out of your zone and just go, it's so incredibly vast. The train ride up to Aguascalientes, which is the town by Machu Picchu, is just stupendous. It's stupendous. And you're just like, oh, you want to take pictures and you don't want to take any pictures because you want to get to absorb the whole thing without taking pictures. It's just, I can't even explain it except to say that everyone that goes there with me says, I'm so grateful. Actually, on my first trip, the next trip that I did, the people were like, can we come back a second time? I really want to come back a second time. It was that amazing. So I'm going to invite you to just say whatever obstacles you have, right? If there's any obstacles to you going on this trip, the only thing that you need to do to get rid of those obstacles is make an appointment with me. It's gurutej.com, gurutej.com/make-an-appointment. Make an appointment with me and we'll talk about how we can make this a reality for you. Because if you have a deep desire to go, I want to see that that is possible for you. That is my prayer. That is my blessing to you. How can we make this possible for you so that you can experience this transformation that's totally incredible? And I can't tell you what you're going to experience. I can only tell you about some of the things that we have experienced in the past. Just doing these meditations and having extraordinary things come to people and through people and extraordinary healing happening. You know, last time we had a mother and a daughter, tremendous healing because other people really played in the field with them and the energetics of the place played. So we become a very close group. It's really, I'm not taking a lot of people. So if you feel like this is for you, then I want to really encourage you to not stop yourself. Isn't that what we do sometimes? Oh, I really want to do that, but next year or the year after, and then that comes and you push it farther, and then you push it and you push it, and you get to the place where you're leaving this planet and you say, why didn't I do that? Why didn't I do that? You know, they say at the end, nobody regrets they didn't spend more time at the office, and nobody regrets that they didn't, you know, deprive themselves of things. The two things people regret, the things I wish I had done, and the people I wished I had spent more time with. So gather your friends and just say, let's do this. Let's just be crazy and wild and wonderful and do this together. This is our time to just go and do this trip together. And last time I had somebody who was doing their 50th birthday, and she brought the people who wanted to celebrate her 50th birthday with her on this trip. And it was wonderful. It was just amazing. But I cannot tell you how amazing it will be for you. I can only tell you it will be. I can assure you it will be. I can assure you that being there with me, I will encompass you. I will hold you in my magnetic field so that you feel taken care of. Benjamin, our guide, the best. 2 trips I've done with him. Trust him implicitly. He makes sure that we have the food we want. One time we were down there and something happened with our hotel and we had to move to a hotel across the street. It wasn't as nice, but they had a better breakfast. And for a vegan, that's a big deal. And everybody on that trip happened to be vegan. And I went and I told him that day, I said, yeah, they had a better breakfast. We might just be going over there in the morning for breakfast. He got our hotel to make us vegan breakfasts every morning after that. We had the best breakfast. And so, you know, this is where quinoa grows, right? Avocados, olives, quinoa. They grow quinoa, potatoes, and corn all in the same field. And right next to each other. It's beautiful to see. And the potatoes, 422 varieties of potatoes. They're some of the best potatoes. I'm not a huge potato eater back here, but I'm telling you down there, worth it. Potatoes, worth it. It's so good. So I just want to say, if this is your time and you know it's your time, and I'm tapping you on the shoulder and saying, come with me, come with us. This is a magical, magical trip. You will come back so deeply connected to you and feel vast and loved, held, you know. And the whole time you're down there, you will just get to experience that you are in this vortex, that you are channeling this energy, and that we're making the most of it. We're really feeding ourselves deeply with the energy that's there. And I will guide you in that because I do know how to do that. And come with me. Be on this trip. It's amazing. I want this amazingness for you in your life. So if you want a transformation, if you want to really feel like your life is worth it, you are worth it, you will come back knowing so much more about the things that seem so unknown in your life right now. Trust me, when you're sitting in Morai, you're going to go, I am so glad I did this. And Machu Picchu, you do know that UNESCO wants to close it down. And the least that's going to happen is they're going to severely restrict the amount of people that can go into Machu Picchu every year, every day. So every year and every day, right? So if you want to go now, now is the time, because after this, you're going to have to schedule it like 6 months to a year out to be able to get in to Machu Picchu. So I say now is the time. The time is now. If you wait, you may never do it. So jump. Say yes. Say yes to yourself for so many reasons, but yes, that you trust me and that we will have this most magnificent, impressive, lovely, wonderful, incredible, vast trip that will feed you the food that you've been looking for, the love that you've been looking for, so that you truly feel whole, incredible. Yes. Wait till you see the meditations we get to do. Each place we do different meditations and rituals to actually activate what it is. And all the people that you left behind, you get to pray for them. We do this amazing thing in Machu Picchu where we write all this on prayer paper, we fold it, we bless it, do a ritual, and we put it in the wall there, and we leave it there. Because it's prayer paper, it's rice paper, it disintegrates, but all those prayers go into the earth there. So if you want your prayers to be empowered at Machu Picchu, to go into the earth to feed everyone and everything that you brought along with you, then do it. Do it now. Don't say next year. I have all these people that say next year. I have a whole list of them. And I have to tell you, none of them said yes to this being the next year and didn't say yes. Okay. So this is your year. Don't slit your own throat, right? Say yes. Say yes to this. Say yes to your knowingness. Say yes, I know that I need this right now. Whatever it takes, I want to do it. So remember, if you have any questions, gurutej.com, GURUTEJ.com, /make-an-appointment. And I will get to talk to you. And we will get to do this together. Together. It will be so incredible. Yep. Promise you.